Hi everyone. Have you ever touched something and said, "Wow, that's hot," or "This feels so cold"? Today, we're going to learn about heat and temperature, two things that help us understand how hot or cold things are. Let's dive in. Heat is a type of energy that we encounter every day. It's what makes things warm or hot, like the warmth you feel from the sun or a cozy fire. When heat moves from one object to another, it can change how warm or cold that object feels. For example, touching a hot stove transfers heat to your hand. Heat always flows from something hot to something cold, like when you pour hot coffee into a cold cup. Think about holding a cup of hot chocolate on a chilly day. The heat from the cup travels to your hands, making them feel warm and cozy. If you leave it on the table, the heat will spread into the air, and the hot chocolate will cool down over time, losing its warmth. Temperature is a way to measure how hot or cold something is. It's a fundamental concept in science and everyday life. It doesn't tell you how much heat something has, but how hot or cold it feels to the touch. This is why we can feel the difference between a hot coffee cup and a cold ice cube. We measure temperature using tools like thermometers, which can show readings in degrees Celsius or Fahrenheit. These tools help us understand and quantify temperature accurately. For example, if you measure ice cream, the thermometer will show a low temperature because it's cold. This helps us know that ice cream is best kept frozen. If you measure soup, it will show a high temperature because it's hot. This indicates that the soup is ready to be served warm. Heat is the energy that flows from one object to another due to a difference in temperature. And temperature tells us how hot or cold something is. You can think of them like this. Heat is like the total amount of water in a pool, representing the total energy contained within it. Temperature, on the other hand, is like how fast the water is moving, which indicates how hot or cold it feels to the touch. For example, imagine a pot of boiling water and a giant swimming pool of warm water. The pot of boiling water is very hot, but it contains less water. The boiling water has a higher temperature because the molecules are moving very fast, but the pool has more heat overall because it's much larger and contains more energy in total. So, heat is energy that moves between objects, and temperature tells us how hot or cold something is. They're like best friends that work together to help us understand the world around us. Isn't that cool? Thanks for exploring heat and temperature with me today.